It's been a minute. Welcome back to the Baller of Fire channel. And we're talking about London Lions basketball EuroCup play that just happened against the Paris basketball team at the semi-finals. Did we win? Did we lose? As you know, we lost against Paris. And the reasons I think we lost against Paris is because, it's not really because of the players. I just feel that this season for London and the whole way the league has been planned out is a bit much. A lot of things to sort out, and I also think Lions, as much as it is deep for the British Basketball League, they need a deeper roster for the EuroCup. That's one of my takeaways. But we did well. We ended up getting to the semi-finals. That has never been done before by any British team in basketball. So this is absolutely historic. We got to the semi-finals. Hopefully next season we'll get more back to the finals. Sorry, we get to the finals and we win and we go on to the EuroLeague. That is my hope. We move from EuroCup to EuroLeague. But if we get to the EuroLeague, this could be even a bigger problem because, as you know, the EuroLeague has got serious fans, as in partisan fans. You got serious clubs like Real Madrid, and you got Fenerbahce, and then you have like all of these teams. London Lions will be going up against. It will be immense. So I don't know, if we're ready for the EuroLeague. This could be a blessing in disguise. You never know. But on to some other pressing things within the British Basketball League. So, we watched recently, just yesterday, as I'm recording this, Sheffield Sharks and Leicester Riders go head-to-head again. Now, Sheffield Sharks is a good team, and we're getting a little snippet of what's going to be happening in the playoffs. Sheffield Sharks is a good team. They got good balanced things that work. Etel Rock, Pipkins, Ramsey, and I think it's Del Pesh. All these guys work, especially Cook. These guys work. Cook can really, run that floor very well. But when it comes to it, we're seeing kind of a snippet. And this is where Leicester beats them. Leicester have more active players on the court. And you need somebody who's more active. They've got Green, and Green is just one of the guys at Sheffield who is active, and you can see how he changes the dynamic of the play, where they normally will just pass it to Cook, and Cook will do a post up, and then he'll probably try to get a layup in the rim, right? Whereas Leicester, they have lots of people moving around the court. You got Kimball; he's always moving around the court. He can throw it out to most of the players on the perimeter. Sorry, Myron. I think it's Myron. Forgive me, Myron Thomas. Forgive me, I don't know his name. Forgive me. I believe he's another person that moves up and down the court. He's someone that can, really makes it very difficult for anybody outside Leicester to know what he's doing. So you can see that how he plays. You can't really defend against him because he's always moving. The only team that's very similar when it comes to Leicester, and I have to say it, and the rivalry goes back years, is Newcastle. Newcastle is a very similar team to Leicester, but Newcastle has a lot more experience on their roster. And I feel if Sheffield just got somebody from Newcastle, which I would say Jordan Johnson, if they got him within the Sheffield ranks and the Sheffield roster, I do see Sheffield probably winning the playoffs. But as you know, they didn't win yesterday, so there's that. And so we can already see a snippet if Sharks going into the playoffs is going to be stagnant. It's going to really affect their games. Remember, we got a free series going on here. So it's 2 games, One is either one, so you have to win. If Leicester wins one, Sheffield has to win the next one, And if they don't have those players that are active and are moving on the court, and they get stagnant. When you get stagnant, defense becomes easier to read. So it is what it is. Other teams like Surrey Scorchers, I mean, Lord Gardner's doing amazing things with Surrey Scorchers, but let's be real, there's not getting enough support and enough things going on behind practice. We're hearing how people are getting injuries and certain things are not being checked on. Don't get me wrong, I know Surrey Scorchers is doing the best they can as an organisation, but they have to know you're now in a professional league and you got to do better. And we're entering the playoffs, so everyone's got to stack up. We got the 3 big teams in the league, which is London Lions, Caledonian Gladiators, and Cheshire Phoenix. Cheshire Phoenix sitting second, and Caledonia sitting, I think it's second and third. One of them just sitting second, so I think it's Cheshire Phoenix. When these guys go into those playoffs, you now know that London's out of the EuroCup, so they have nothing else to concentrate on except for this playoff, this 3-game series playoff. You know very well, and you and I know, that this is going to be probably one of the hardest matches to go up against. If you go up against Lions, I feel sorry for you, because this team is going to be focused on winning this playoff run. But I also think Ben Thomas, I have a feeling he wants to win this too, because he wanted that trophy, and literally, he won the trophy. Well, like he didn't win, he won the damn trophy. And I was saying that, I believe a couple of my videos ago, I was saying that he's looking like he wants to win the trophy. He won it. He brought his team and won it. He beat Leicester, he beat London Lions and won the trophy. He might not be done. He might want the playoff trophy, the coveted playoff trophy. Every team is looking to win that trophy. So, we're going to see who stacks up. Sheffield Sharks, Leicester Riders, they are going to, especially Leicester Riders, their season's not been great. Let's be real. No trophy for them. This is a big team, same with Newcastle. Their season has not been great, so they're looking to win as well. So I can't wait for the playoffs to begin. And now I'm going to start talking about players, international players, British players that are overseas, and especially in the EuroCup, EuroLeague, and in some French divisions, and some Spanish divisions, and ACB. Soon. So don't get onto me now, not right now. But right now, for now, I'm going to talk about why isn't basketball popular in the UK? And people say because British people don't like basketball. No, that's not true. People say because British people have bad weather. A lot of countries, Canada has bad weather too. A lot of countries have bad weather. Not all of them are great. I would say most times the UK, London, and the rest of the UK has mildly weather, decent sometimes, and rainy sometimes. Most of the time it's cloudy, but you got decent spells of sun and decent spells of cloud. But yeah, but the real problem is marketing, okay? And America gets their marketing on point. Marketing in the UK, it's, how do I put, traditional in a sense. They don't take things that are unknown and market it to people. They take things that are very well known and market it. So, something that's like football, for example. Football in this country is known by everybody because it's been played in this country for almost 200, probably 200 plus years. So everyone knows football. It's easy to market, easy to sell. Basketball, however, is seen as an American sport, even though it was played as soon as Naismith made the game basketball. He came to the UK about a year after, and there was a league started up literally a year after basketball was founded in the UK. So it's been here for a very long time. So the whole thing about British people don't play basketball because it's an American game, that's not the reason why. Many people in Britain do not know of sports, and it's quite sad. There's not a lot of people that know about the 100, which is a cricket teams in the UK. We don't play baseball in the UK, but we do have cricket. It's similar in a way, not the same, but we do have cricket in the UK. Barely anybody knows about the cricket clubs and teams in the UK, especially the one called the 100. There's not even a lot of teams that play in the UK. That's how much attention it's getting. Nobody knows about the elite hockey league in the UK. It's a league for like really decent hockey teams in the UK. No one knows that. No one knows anything about that. No one even knows the national hockey league in this. Not the NHL in America, but the one in this country. No one knows of those leagues at all because there's no marketing for it. The only marketing that goes on in the UK is football, and the one that fights for marketing space is rugby. So that's why you don't really see a lot of people talk about football. Sorry, you don't see a lot of people talk about basketball or rugby or cricket or anything, unless you're one of those people or fanatics that are involved in cricket heavily and was following it from a child. The only time you hear them talk about cricket is when it's the nation cricket, like Six Nations, and for rugby, and the nations when they go West Indies and face Sri Lanka. That's the only time you hear stuff about cricket, but you never hear the team cricket. So people can't really go and support their local teams and look at it because it's not being marketed. So there's a big problem with sports marketing in the country. Massive market for anybody out there who does sports marketing, for someone to step in and do marketing for sports in this country, because there's literally none here when it comes to sports marketing except for football. If we're going to do football, you've got loads of marketing football, but when it comes to any other sports, it really isn't there. That's why America gets it so correct. They market the MLS, which is Major League Soccer in America. One is, it's big. You've got David Beckham, you've got Messi that plays out there. A lot of people from European countries are now going to the MLS to play soccer, football. In the UK we call it football. Here in America they call it soccer. I suggest you call it just English football. If you don't, if you want to call it something, don't call it soccer, just call it English football. And so, yeah, a lot of players from the European countries are going to America because of Messi. Obviously, he's going to drag a lot of people with him to go and play in the MLS. And the MLS is literally getting up there. David Beckham's trying to start a whole new arena and a whole new vision for, I think it's Inter. Forgot what team it's called again. It's a team, sorry. Forgive me, but once I get the team, I'll tell you probably next video. But yeah, he's started the whole thing out there in America. So my thing is MLS. People don't really know about MLS in America, but now they do. It's been marketed for a long time. Many people, were marketing it. It's built up. It's got fans, and it's getting bigger and bigger each year that it grows. Marketing the NBA. The NBA doesn't make money off of its fans. It makes money off of marketing, right? So they need marketing. They got sponsorship deals, international sponsorship deals, all kinds of deals where they can market and use sponsors to make money. Same thing with the Premier League in the UK. Doesn't really make a lot of money off its fans. It makes a lot of money off marketing and sponsorship deals. But that's only one sport. Whereas we've got the British Basketball League that don't get no mark. Anyway, I will bore you to death with all marketing knowledge and stuff like that. But yeah, the UK has to step up its sports marketing if they really want to see other sports. Let's be real, America is a sports nation, and guess what? The UK is a sports nation. America is more modern and newer sport. The UK is more traditional, old school sports, but both of them are actually sporting nations. Just like many countries, the Caribbean are sporting nations, and in South America are sporting nations. You need to advertise sport, and it needs to be at the forefront, which America has made it so. America's not just got the NBA or basketball. They got hockey, they got baseball, they got football, which is English football. They got loads more stuff. There's other sports that's coming up from America. I've forgotten what it's called. But but it's other sports that's getting bigger and bigger. So Britain needs to look at how America's got literally around 6, 7. No, sorry, track and field as well for America. They got loads of sports that they're actually bringing up in America, and which the UK needs to actually start looking at, and looking at where they're going wrong with their marketing. Because don't get me wrong, football's good, but there's no reason for people not to know about rugby. I couldn't tell you what rugby team plays in what league and who the biggest rugby team is. I don't know nothing about rugby. And I guarantee you most people in the UK especially are not, not, some people know, but many of them wouldn't know what team plays in rugby. They heard of rugby, but don't know it. Whereas if you ask somebody about the San Francisco 49ers, or you ask them about the New England Patriots, they will know those teams. And this is what I'm talking about. The NFL, the American marketing, the sports marketing giants they are, they advertise their teams. Most people in the UK are NFL fans. That tells you how much of a big deal the American market and the American marketing team behind these teams of like these NFL teams, how good they are marketing, that the people in the UK literally watch more NFL than they do rugby. Most of them know about the NFL teams. You'll be surprised. You can ask, a regular, I don't know too much, but you can ask somebody in Britain, they will know a lot about these NFL teams and their season. It's surprising me. I'm thinking, what the hell? How come you know about that but don't know about rugby? So we have to step up our marketing here in the country. Anyway, I bored you to death with marketing and all kind of shit. Next video, I'll talk about all the younger prospects. I like, obviously you guys know I like Quinn Ellis. I think he would be a star in the UK, especially at Sheffield. But there's other young stars. Obviously, if you really want to check out all the young stars, you know where to go. You go to Hoopfix. Hoopfix is your guy. He's going to tell you everything about the upcoming guys. You go to him on Instagram. You go to him on YouTube. You see what he's setting up. He's got, I believe, a league going on with young guys coming through and starting up. So he talks about all the young basket players. But anyway, I bored you enough. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. This has been a long video. Hopefully you like my long video this time. I'm always giving you short videos. This was long, but until next time, guys, I'll see you around.